Welcome back to another week's edition of Who You Got. I'm Aamir Qureshi.
I'm Duncan McGrath.
This week, the 3-6 UVA Cavaliers will host the 5-4 Pittsburgh Panthers at Stott Stadium. Coming off a loss last week to the UNC Tar Heels, this is a pivotal matchup for UVA football. Should they lose this game, UVA will not be bowl eligible this season. All right, Duncan, what are you thinking are the keys to the game for Virginia's offense this week?
For me, there are two big keys to this game. The first one is UVA's rushing attack. They have ran the ball pretty well this year, but were without Paris Jones last week, their starting running back. They could be without him once again this week, but that might not matter considering how well they've run the football with Xavier Brown, Mike Collins, and Cody Brown. So UVA's been able to run the football pretty successfully, but Pitt does have a pretty good rush defense, and they also do get after the quarterback. They average over 3 sacks a game, which will make life for UVA's offensive line pretty difficult. So my other key to the game is going to be how will UVA's offensive line hold up and protect Brennan Armstrong against this really good Pitt defense. But even then, UVA might be without all 3 of its star wide receivers once again in Lavelle Davis, Keaton Thompson, and Dontavion Wicks. None of them played last week, and all 3 are questionable once again. So yeah, another key to this game is, will those star receivers play in this game? What about you, Aamir? What about the defense?
Yeah, this is really not the greatest matchup for Virginia's defense. The strength of this Pittsburgh offense is their running back, Israel Abanikando. He is leading the nation in touchdowns. He is top 10 in rushing yards. He is a true dynamic threat. And UVA's run defense is frankly just not that great. They're 73rd in the nation. So that's not looking like a great matchup, obviously, for UVA's defense. However, there is something UVA can exploit, and that is Pittsburgh's quarterback, Kedon Slovis. Kedon Slovis has more interceptions this year than he has touchdowns. He struggles under pressure, and what is the strength of this UVA defense? It is sacks. So if UVA can get consistent pressure on Slovis and can take advantage of Slovis's mistakes, UVA's defense could have an edge in this game. All right, Duncan, what do you think this game is going to shape out to be?
For me, there are a couple keys to factor in here. One is Pitt star running back Israel Abanikand's health. He's questionable, but I think he will play. But even if he doesn't play, Rodney Hammond Jr., Pitt's backup running back, he had a big game last week in Syracuse. He's a very good running back. As for Virginia, if they are without their top 3 receivers in Davis, Wicks, and Thompson, life's going to be pretty tough for Virginia's offense, especially if Paris Jones doesn't play either. But either way, I actually like UVA to win this game 20-17. I trust their defense. Pitt wants to run the football, and they're not a very efficient offense, and they're also not a very good team on the road. They're a much better team at home than they are on the road. So I like UVA to win this game 20-17. I think Armstrong will play well enough to win. What about you, Aamir?
Yeah, I'm not as optimistic as Duncan this week for a UVA win. I just don't think UVA shapes up all that well against Pittsburgh. Their running back room is a plethora of talent regardless of whether their star running back plays or not. And on top of that, their offensive line is returning 4 starters from last year. They were a pass-blocking offensive line. They are now a run-blocking offensive line this year. They are versatile and they are very talented, and I think they should shape up well against our strength of defense, which is sacking the quarterback. So because of that, I'm just not optimistic in Virginia being able to stop Pittsburgh this week, and unfortunately, I have Pittsburgh prevailing 27-20. I'm Aamir Qureshi.
I'm Duncan McGrath, WVA.